Dun dun dun. What's up, everybody? Here at the ranch, and I've got the camper all set up. It's not totally dialed in yet. I still have to do things like put this back up around the edging over there and make sure that's all good. But I love this camper, and it's really an awesome one. Let me go over here. I want to show you it all from like afar. So that's what it looks like. And then the cool thing is when you step out in the morning, like here's obviously my door, and I look out, and then I've got these awesome rock formations here, and then a huge ridge that goes all the way over to there. That's about 400 feet in elevation above my property. And so that's pretty awesome. And then here, let's walk around the exterior here. I'll show you real quick. So this is the Yellowstone Jayco camper. It's a 19-foot camper pull behind. It's got dual axle, and it's got electric brakes on it. So when you're driving it around, it's not hard to like go downhill and stuff like that. You can actually feel them kick in. You hit your brakes, and then these kick on a little bit, like about a second later, and you can be like, whoa, you're like, kind of gets you down. And then over here, just got my solar. We've got a bunch of leveling jacks all throughout the camper. I just haven't put them down on the ground yet. And then the back here, this is the addition I made today. You hear that running? That's my air conditioner. So I got the AC kicking, which is real nice. I ended up trimming some of the tree branches here because I wanted to tuck the camper back in behind these trees, because about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the shade will start to hit from like the tops of the trees here, and it hits over on the camper, which is real nice. And so had to clear out a little bit more area yesterday when I got here. I didn't get here till I got here basically at sundown last night, and then cut out this area with these insane Ryobi hedge clippers. These are it right here. These things are awesome, man. It's the 18 volt one, I think is what it is. And I was shocked at how well those did. That helped me like make the driveway in a little bit wider so I could pull the camper in without it hitting trees, and then cleared all this stuff, which was great. So and then let's go over here to the inside. I think we'll be able to hold the connection, even though it's metal. I think we'll be good with connecting to the router. So coming in here, so the camper was completely redone on the interior, and the guy that had it redid all the wiring, the insulation, all that stuff, the flooring. Also did a really cool ceiling in it. So let's go in here and check it out. It's coming on in, and looking this way. Obviously, I've got a huge bed. It's a queen size bed that the guy had in here. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or maybe switch it out and put something else in here. There's basically a big L shape. If you see these things, it goes L like this and back this way over here. So there's like a huge U that you can build around with that, which is real nice. Looking this way over here, I've got a little cook station area with a table and a sink, and the sink's not hooked up to anything, so I've got an extra 5-gallon jug that I'm just going to put in here, and that'll be for my gray water, and then I can go on water plants with it and stuff like that. And then there's tons of storage underneath the bed here. It goes all the way back, and so there's tons of storage in there. What's up, girl? What you doing? Come here. You feeling better? You like our camper? Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. Sierra's feeling a ton better. She's running around like crazy in the morning. She gets out and goes on walks with me. She wasn't doing that for a while, so it's really nice to see her be more active again. What are you looking for, girl? You looking for your water? Here, it's right here. Here you go. Oh, there you go. But I got this fridge, or not fridge. I got this air conditioner. Let's go over here and check it out. It's a Toshiba, and it's a pretty good one. It's a big enough one that it can handle up to a 350 square foot room. So the reason why I got that was I wanted something that was a little bit bigger and overpowered, so that it could really cool this down quick and then keep the temperature down there. Over here, I'll show you. This was kind of like my utility closet and slash bathroom. Right now, I just got a bunch of stuff, and I didn't get to clear it out. I bought another AC unit, but it didn't work. It was one of the types of units that let's see. Let me turn the light. Hang on. There we go. It was one of the AC units that is portable, but it just doesn't work, so I got to take it back. But there's a little porta potty that I have the battery sitting on right there, and then there's the electrical system. So we've got 2 deep cycle batteries and then a 1500 watt inverter. And right now I'm just charging up the Blue Eddy right now off the inverter, and then also running the air conditioner off that. And then here's the switch right here to turn it on and off all the fuse boxes and everything. So it's shut this right here. It's working out really well. I can tell you that doing this is much more comfortable. Whoops, much more comfortable than doing truck camping. And last night I slept the best that I have slept in forever. And so I was like, man, I just need to stay here for a while and chill and not go back to Colorado immediately and kind of just regain my just like rest up because I've just been so tired from jamming. Sorry, what you doing, girl? I think Sierra wants some food, so let's get her something here real quick. Y'all can watch while we're doing this. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good week? It's been pretty hot here, and that's why I went and got this fridge today. And I had one yesterday too, but like I said, it didn't work. So, but it's pulling out right now about 650 watts, and I've only got a 1500-watt battery, and so it's intermittent. It's not going consistently at 600 watts, but it's pretty. I'd say it's about half hour out of every hour, and so that's a lot of power usage. And I had Jackery hit me up today and asked me if I want to preview one of their new batteries, and the new battery could run this air conditioning unit no problem with the 400-watt solar panels they have. So I may talk to Blue Eddy and just tell them I want to do a Jackery review to get that battery and put that in here. Because I know. Okay, back up there. Come on, over there. Come on, over here. Come on, stop. She's taken her treat begging to a new level since I was giving her so. Whoops, sorry, since I was giving her so much when she was sick. But what I'm thinking about doing is doing that Jackery review just because I want to have that for this to push the fridge or push the air conditioner, because the EB150 that I have, that tower battery, it's perfect for my truck. It's perfect for truck camping. So let's see here. Well, what else can I show you? I just have like a storage area up top here. So I've got all the important stuff. I've got coffee, wine, stereo, and then RC truck. So it's the four essentials. And then I just can't tell you how comfortable it is to sleep on a queen size bed. I mean, like after sleeping in my truck for so long, like I realize now, like I was kind of torturing myself. I've been in that truck for almost 7 years, and it's just like initially when I got in there, I didn't even have the slide out extension. All I had was the platform bed, and I was sleeping diagonally, like literally questioning my life decisions with my truck topper like this far in front of my face. And then when I got the slide out extension, I made it a little more comfortable. But this last night, like I woke up today and I was like, man, I feel rested. Like this is the first time in years that I felt rested. So I'm pretty stoked about having this. So let's see what's going on here. So much room for activity. Let's see, who is somebody being rude? Let's see here. Mindy. Oh God, these people are just losers. I'm just gonna put these people in timeout. Yeah, I had some people, just a lot of people hitting me. Not a lot of people, but I had a consistent amount of people today hit me up after I posted that thing about the camper, about how just crazy stuff, like, oh, you're a loser, you don't work, and you probably stole it, you're a meth head. I'm just like, Jesus, man, like, people are crazy these days. Just a heads up. So back to the camper here, though. This is not real barn door. Whoops, let me turn this down. Hang on 1 second. We're getting low power. All right, we're good to go now. This is actually not barn door wood. It's just fake. It's like linoleum, but it looks nice. And I'll probably use some of the wood that I have that I bought from Rice and Bridget to see if I could do something cool on the interior. Now the ceiling, which I really like, is this tin stamped roof. And this is all throughout the entire deal here. What I really like about it is that when I turn this light off and I have my little Lucy light and I point it up, it illuminates this whole area at night with the Lucy light on low. It looks really cool. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see, what else have we got? It's kind of funny. Let me put this up a little bit. The road that I cut in is completely overgrown. Like in 3 months with this monsoon season, the road that goes all the way back to that campsite where we were filming at, a couple months ago, has like probably 1 to 2 foot scrub oaks back in there, and then a bunch of grasses and everything. So anyway, all right, let's see here. I want to answer some questions. So if people have questions about anything, let's chat. Let's see here. What's the ceiling? Yeah. The ceiling is so cool, and the reason why I really like that is it's like the old mining roofs. If you go into like the saloons in Leadville, the mining roofs are like that, which are really awesome. And so when I saw this, that I had the tin roof, I thought, man, I can do a ton of stuff with that. And if you saw up here, we've also got a roof fan, for when it's not blazing hot out. Um, but yeah, this is on my property in AC, and yeah, this is actually definitely I'm going to build a deck. That'll be really good for monsoon season because it gets so muddy around here, and you just can't really navigate with that. Then you track so much stuff in here, so I think like building a deck around here, and then also too, like I want to get, I'm probably going to order a new canvas tent probably tomorrow. And I want to build a deck out here to where I can kind of get it up off the ground, but do some winter camping out here because the forecast is calling for like a really wet winter, which would be pretty awesome. So let's see, Mary Ring. So you're going to use it for winter for your property? Oh, I'm using this for the property. So this is that Sierra Siesta Party Shack from James. That's hilarious. I'm so happy for you and Sierra. Now you can stand in your home. Yeah, it's so nice to be able to stand up, and like I have all this room, especially up over here in the front where the camper kind of comes up a little bit. So let's go back outside. I want to see how the sunset's looking. Okay, so like if you're just now tuning in, the thing I love most about where I've got this position is that when I walk out in the morning, I've got this really cool rock feature above me. So this is a huge ridge that goes around and goes all the way around over to there. And so I walk out and I look right at that, which I think is pretty awesome. But for those that are just now tuning in, here's the camper. It's a Yellowstone, 1971 Yellowstone Jayco. It's a 19-foot pull behind camper. The actual camper itself is probably about 16 feet, so it's not all 19 feet. You've got a little bit up front here. We've got the two deep cycle batteries here. We've got the propane tank for the stove. Coming around over to the side here, I've got the solar out front. And then in the back, got a huge storage area, which is real nice. And then I've got my air conditioner cranking, which is awesome. And so we're set up here in these old growth junipers, these really cool old trees. What I like about these trees is they're kind of like Tim Burton trees, like, Nightmare Before Christmas, because they're all twisted and gnarly looking. I love this stuff. All these trees are really just amazing looking. So it's pretty cool. And then coming up over here to this side, let's see. Oh, Kimberly, thank you so much for the super chat. It's Tony. Thank you so much. Tideline Alpine, what's up? How's Frank doing? So, yeah, I love old junipers too. I've got some really cool old growth junipers on the property that are really big around. The ones that are right over here, like this one, it's rather small. It's not super big. It's like, if I'm sitting next to it here, it's like that size. But there's some other ones on the property that are huge. There's one that's like 6 feet around. It's massive. So, and then I just love that ridge over there. It's about 400 feet in elevation above my property. So it's pretty awesome. And this area here is pretty flat. And what's nice is there's a mountain that's right, you can't see it, but it's right there. It's kind of in the sun. And that's where the cell tower is. And so I can actually get cell service right up at this spot. So that's how I can do the live streams and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I chose to be up here, and picked up this camper for really cheap. I got it for $6,500, which I thought was pretty affordable, especially considering all the work that's been done. Whoops, all the work that's been done. So, 5J Homestead, thank you very much for the super chat. Let me turn on some lights in here real quick. So, all right, moving on. We've got some outlets here. So we've got some USB outlets along with a 12 volt, and then your normal 110s. I've got that on the other side over there too. I may switch that around, and I may do something different with the interior because I've got so much pallet wood that I could do a really cool pallet wall in here, and it wouldn't be the faux. So we'll see though. We'll see how motivated I get. For right now, it's just getting everything set up, and I'm thinking the next thing I want to do, since I woke up this morning and felt so good, I'm like, I want to order a wood-fired hot tub. So I'm looking at buying those. And what's cool about them is the prices come way down. It's kind of weird because like everybody else, all the other products are going up in price, but the wood-fired saunas and the wood-fired hot tubs are going down in price. So whatever. So let's see. Someone was asking how my truck pulls it. It pulls pretty good. I was actually pretty shocked. The total weight on this is 2,800 pounds, and so it's about I'd say it's about the same weight as what it comes when it's stock, but obviously completely gutted. And what I like about it is it's just a big old room. It's like you're from way over in the corner there looking over. It's just a huge room, so I can do whatever I want with this thing. I have no problem punching a hole in the wall and putting a stove in here for the wintertime. And it's going to be fun. And also too, I can just tow it to wherever I want to. So I've got it set up here to where I can easily get it out of here if I want to take it to some spot and hang out. So, but it's really It's really nice in here, and Sierra just loves napping in the nice cool weather or nice cool temperatures, and I freaking love it. It's just great. So we're gonna celebrate right now. I grabbed some wine earlier, and we're gonna grab a glass. We're gonna use our new cup that we got, the one that was over from Salida. If you're going through Salida, you got to look for that dude. Um, Kinetic Rhythms, I think is what it was, and that guy makes the coolest cups. This cup right here is this is a pine cone that's like cut really thin and then laid into like a type of resin, and then this is a sort of pine that he cut out and laid in there, and then this is pine around here as well, and then the handles on there, and they're really a good cup. So it's a great coffee cup in the morning and stuff like that. But cheers, everybody! 7 years on the road, and I finally got a place, so pretty stoked about that. It's been a long time coming too, because let's see, this guy Ryan's a moron. This dude owns plenty of properties. Keep on giving him your money. It's probably some 40-year-old virgin who's mad at the world. So we're gonna put that guy in timeout. So, but no, back to this stuff. I'm really pleased with this here, and I like having the big sink and the big cooktop to get things going. Like this morning when we got up, Sierra just kind of chilled over here, and then I went over there and made breakfast, which was really great. One thing that did happen though is I don't know if it's the power cord or if it's the generator or I'm sorry, the compressor inside my Dometic fridge, but my Dometic fridge isn't working right now, so I had to plug the bottom of it, and I'm just putting ice in there at the moment. And I forgot how much I don't like using ice. Like it just gets all your food wet and everything like that. So I may end up getting a new fridge, and if I do get one for here, then I'm going to get a dual zone fridge, because that one that I have, the CFX 345 liter, this one's good, but it's good for like one person and for like truck camping. But if you're going to be stationary in a spot or have a camper, you might as well get a dual zone one, so you can have frozen section and then also just a refrigerated section. So that way you're not limited just to one type of food or the other. And then you can keep frozen goods for longer, and stuff like that when you're out here, which is nice. So let's see. Life a la carte. What? Dometic not on warranty? I'll have to call them. They gave this to me for free, so I'll have to just let them know. But I would like to get a dual zone though, because like Phil has a dual zone. He had one in the Dodge Mahal, and I think he's going to have one in the Gladiator. And it's like he was like busting out all these frozen foods and everything when we were camping. I was like, man, it just gives you like a lot more flexibility with your diet. Hey, one thing I want to show you. So my buddy Chad and Lisa, they're growing quail at their place, and they gave me some quail eggs for breakfast tomorrow. So I'm gonna fry those up or cook those up in the morning. Also got some donuts from Whole Foods. So we've been celebrating. It's been fun. But it's been great. I mean, it's been really nice to slow down, because, when I've been truck camping like I have been for so long, I kind of always felt the urge to always be on the go, and it just got to a point to where I think I was operating at exhaustion forever. And then with all the health issues I had, and then all the stuff with Sierra and everything like that, I think I just got to the point where I was completely run down. And last night when I slept in here and slept good, and then woke up this morning, and I was like, whoa, I was like, this is way different than every other day I've had in the last like 2.5 years. I just realized I'm like, I need to slow down. Like, I don't need to hit a million different places every year like I've been doing. And I don't need to go as hard as I possibly can. That's kind of cool. It's like, I'm floored that I have an air conditioner. It's crazy. But back to what I was saying though, is like, I don't need to go a million miles an hour. Like I can definitely just chill here and hang out and film content and chat with you all, and not feel like I have to constantly be on the go. But I think with being on, bouncing between public and private land, like I never wanted to overstay my welcome. So that's why I always felt like I always had to move. And I moved too much. Like I wore myself out. And so I'm excited to stay here and just kick it. And I want to build a yoga studio, just build like a one-room little studio and start doing yoga. I used to do that a bunch when I lived in California. There was this studio I went to that had surf yoga, which was real nice. And then it really did a great job of like making your core more powerful for when you were surfing, so you could stay on your board longer. And I want to get back into that and just do normal yoga, just because I feel like I'm getting older, and I think it'd do my body good. And plus, too, it'd be cool to have a little one room studio just to kind of go chill in. And so I'm gonna probably look into building that. And then, oh, thank you, Paula Kelly. You already myself. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. this wouldn't be possible without you all. So I want to recognize that, because YouTube pays for all this stuff, and so YouTube's a legit job. And for those that doubt it, I doubted it for a long time, and one day it took off, and I can tell you it's not a joke. Like, it's a full on job, and with real income that is pretty impressive at times, and depending on what you post. But you just got to keep on posting, and so that's what I tell people is, like, if you're going to get into this, it's just continuous. You just have to keep on posting. So that's why when I switched from doing all the early videos were all subject matter to lifestyle is much easier to do, because it's like it's just our day. So I just film our day and then edit it, and then hopefully it's a good video. Whereas before, I used to always think I had to have a subject matter to talk about. So let's see. So Stephanie Hall, is this the same vintage camper you were teasing about saying you have? Yeah, this is the one. So really excited for this one. It's just awesome. And looking around, got plenty of room to walk around. Sierra can go over there and chill. I can come down here and lay on the bed, and everything's good. So what's cool is when I'm laying here, so I'll lay down like this, and I can look out and I can see the rock formation. You see the big old rock formation right there? So I can see the rock formation from where I'm at, and so I can just lay here and just check it out while I'm looking up, and then also the sun comes up from right there too. So in the morning, if I have the blinds open, then we're good to go, and we can see that. So all right, you're glamping now. Yeah, no kidding. Pamelot 70. Definitely glamping in here. Let's see. Let me do this. That's not gonna work. Is that? No, that's not that good of a vantage point. I'm trying to figure out cool vantage points for you all, so you can really see the whole camper in here. It's that's pretty good. That way, so this can give you perspective as far as like how big it is in here. So you see me walking around, and this isn't all the way. This is just the end, and then all the way over here. I want to turn this down a tad. All right, and then so I've got a huge canvas to work with here, and that's what I was looking for with a camper. I didn't want to have a camper that was like really already built out and just confined, and like I just basically have to accept what the floor plan was. I wanted to come in here and be able to do what I wanted. So when I saw this and realized that basically the only thing in here is the table and the bed, and that's it, and then there's like a porta potty in there, but that's removable. So just these two items, like I can move this out and build this out however I want to. But like now, right now, I just like it. It's just open, and it's comfortable. So I definitely dig it, and I love the retro look. And when I was rolling around with this, at every time I stopped at gas stations and stuff like that, people would be like, "Hey man, what's the story on your camper? Like, what year is that?" And they're like, "Oh, it's so cool." And it was pretty cool to see. I wonder why that's not going. Let me check on something here. I want to check out the AC unit here. So hang on one second. Let's see. There it is. All right. I want to get it nice and cool in here. But let's see. What else have we got? Nice spot, man. Yeah, thanks, Cody Johnson. Nice spot, man. I got life figured out. Yeah, I feel like I finally hit the nail on the head. Because like the corporate world, even though I was good at it, I hated it. Like I hated the corporate world. It ate at me, and that's like, for those that don't know, like I got addicted to prescription pills because of that. I was addicted to Xanax because it was just like too much stress, and I was in sales, and it was just constant, just cutthroat. And I remember the first time that I took Xanax, I was like, wow, this is what it's like to not really care about anything. This is amazing, because I would just stay up all night and worry about stuff, which was crazy. And I'd be doing yoga and surfing and all that stuff, trying to get my stress levels down. And I just realized I'm like, I just don't fit in that environment, But unfortunately, I had to go through the whole drug addiction to kind of realize, like, hey, I need to make a course change, because if I didn't, I would have just died early. So, but I am very, very stoked to have this place. It's awesome. So, this is like, for those that are just now tuned in, a 1971 Jayco Yellowstone camper. It's a 19-foot pull behind, and it's about a 16-foot cabin here. So let's see, what are you going to name your new digs? VTech was asking. Well, this is Sierra Siesta Shack, and so that's the name of this. And people were saying that I need to get like a T-shirt done with like her on it, and then like something with the camper, and then Sierra Siesta Shack. So I'll start working on a T-shirt for that, and we'll see if we can have that available. So, but Todd for you, Brian F. The haters, you're doing great. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I look at the haters now as like the people that are just so jaded in life that like maybe they tried and it didn't work, or maybe they just operate out of the compare and compete mindset. And it's like you just can't reach those people, you know. Like I'd love to be able to sit down and be like, dude, like just you need to chill and just understand like everything's fine. But instead they want to be judgmental of everyone, probably because their life sucks, you know. So but oh yeah, Bev Smith. That's definitely true. You know, it's the people that feel the most are the ones that I think have the most problem in like the corporate environment because it's so cutthroat, and that's what we're. You know, a lot of people. I go on both sides of the fence because I owned a business for a while, and I know a lot of people aren't returning to their jobs, but I think the reason why is because the pay's not good enough. You know, like people are just tired of making pennies, and you know, I don't blame them really for not going back. I mean, especially if the job sucks. And I feel fortunate that YouTube hit because like I don't know what I would do if I didn't have YouTube. I don't know what I'd do because I can't go back to the corporate world. You know, the crazy thing is, so when I was a kid, I had a stuttering problem, and I haven't had that issue in so long. You know, I mean, like since I was like, I think I kicked it by the time I was 10. And when I went back to interview for corporate jobs after I had gone through that pill addiction and got over it and was just trying to put my life back together, I started stuttering again. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is crazy. And so I think that's like the stress on that just caused that. And I was like, I have to go in a different direction. Like I can't operate in this environment. It's just too crazy for me. So, but yeah, somebody was saying blank canvas, and that's definitely what this is. So I'm really stoked about this. PlayStation's finest mount of 45-inch TV. That'd be fun for gaming. I do like Call of Duty, but I'll probably keep it just basic for now. I am planning on meeting up, you know, with Phil from Down to Mob and Truck House Life pretty soon. And so I don't know when. Like Phil's definitely. I think Phil just texted me though, and he wants to come up here on Sunday, so he's going to come camp up here. But I don't know when his camper is going to be done from Bison Overland. I think it's probably still like a month or two out. So I don't know what's going on. So let's see. See, Commander York. Oh, thank you for number one. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And then Truckhouse Life. He's over in. I think he's in Oregon right now, or maybe he's in California at the non-Burning Man party or whatever. He's hitting up like all the parties while he's here. And so I've got a ticket to Descend on Bend, and so does Tim from Truckhouse Live. And so we're planning on going out there. I think it's like 2 weeks or maybe next week or something like that. And then we'll be out there for that, which is pretty cool. So let's see, a disco ball in the ceiling. You got that right, dog. Disco ball, smoke machine, you know, all that stuff. That nice little stereo system. So, but it's so nice, like kicking it here. It's like nice and cool. The air conditioner's going, everything's fine. So this is my. I mean, after being in that truck for so long, I cannot stress to you how comfortable it is being in here. So, really stoked, and I am just so excited for everything. It's cool looking over my shoulder and seeing that cool rock formation out there as the sun's going down. You see that right there behind me? So pretty awesome. All right. Oh, hey, Kathy, what's going on? Good night, Brian and Sierra. Maybe he'll see this. Yeah. So does it have a heater, Marianne? No, I'm going to put a stove in here. So I'm not sure where I'll put the stove. I was kind of thinking about maybe doing something different with the table there and making it like a half table, and then maybe having the sink and then a cooktop that I can put over the sink when I'm not using it. And then if I cut out this portion right here, I could put in a stove. Put in a stove like right over there, or maybe right over there on the side, and then make half of it still a table and half of it a stove. So I'll definitely do it with stove. I got so much wood on the property and so much that's fallen over and like the old growth juniper that's really, really hard. And so that stuff burns forever, which is great. So, all right, let's see. Look at the midget stoves from Canada. Yeah, those are awesome. Those I like the. Are you talking about the Cubic Mini and stuff like that? That's what Elsa and Baron use. They use the Cubic Mini in their Scamp, and that works great. And that's a little stove from Canada. And I think that stove got its start. I think I got its start with boats and stuff like that. So, but just a heads up for those that are tuning in, that are just now tuning in. This is a stamped tin roof. And this is like what they had in the old saloons in the old days. So if you look up, you can see like the pattern on it. And what's cool is the guy that I bought this from. So it was Jeff and Shannon was the couple, and Jeff owns his own roofing company over in Eagle, where I got this. And so he did all this work. Like they did all of it themselves, but he did like the roof work and this, and he put the roof on the outside. It's 100% sealed. So I'm good to go when it comes to any sort of like rain or anything like that, which we're supposed to have rain here next week. And I cannot wait for the monsoons to hit here and be out here when it's monsoons are going, because I can see like how the roads have eroded a little bit since I've been gone with all the rain. So I'm excited to see that myself, and also see how the property is, when that happens. But it's so nice out here right now with how green everything is. Oh, it's getting pretty dark. Let's see. I don't know if you all can see here. Yeah, let's just go back inside. But it's so nice and green outside right now, and like all the desert grass has come up, and it looks like green velvet. Like when I was driving into Flagstaff from the north and coming in from Colorado with the camper, usually that whole area, you just look out, and it's like volcanic rock, and it's kind of arid looking. It was nothing but a sea of green. It looked like a sea of green moss, or green, yeah, like green moss across the entire landscape out there by Flag. And then every once in a while, you'd see like these volcanic rocks that would jut out, and it was just the coolest looking landscape. I've never seen it like that, but that's probably what it's always like during monsoon season, which is pretty awesome. Um, so let's see. Someone was asking if you that just joined. Where am I at? Colorado or Arizona? I'm in Arizona right now, up in northern Arizona. So yeah, Diane, what a treat to stand on and walk on. It's so nice. And then I've got my yoga mat in here. So I've got my yoga mat that I can roll out in the morning, and then the roller, which is really good for rolling out any sort of kinks in your muscles and stuff like that. So I've been doing that, and I did that this morning, which was really nice. And it was actually, last time when I went to bed, it was kind of hot. I didn't have the air conditioner installed yet, but by about midnight, it really got nice and cool. And with the fan coming straight down, it's coming almost straight down on the bed, pulling air in from the outside. By the morning time, it was cool enough to where I needed a blanket and a sheet, So it still was probably like 55 this morning when I got up, and then it warmed up real quick. And then we ran to town to go get the air conditioner, and we kind of run errands all day and then get nothing installed. And now we're doing this. So it's been a really long 3 days, because like on Tuesday when I was going to get this, I actually almost called the guy prior. I was like, I'm not interested, because I was kind of having a bad morning, and I'm so glad I didn't do that, because this thing is awesome. So, Mary Rose, what's going on? Let me say, oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, you're the sweetest. I can't wait to connect with you on the phone. So now that Sierra's feeling a little bit better, and my schedule's not going to be as hectic, and now that we've got this out at the property, I'll be available for that stuff, which is going to be great. So. All right, let's see what else have we got. Looks great, Claire. Thank you very much. Meryl, what's going on? So happy to learn Sierra's doing. Yeah, she's doing really good. I mean, like her energy levels are just night and day difference. And now the swelling has gone down in her abdomen from surgery. And literally her gut has gone from like big, packed full of tumors, to like slim and lean. And she's running around and having fun. And she's doing her downward dog stretches in the morning now. She used to do it all the time. But the tumor that was in her, like her rear end there, whenever she'd go down, I'd see her like stop, because it would hurt. And now she's able to just go down and stretch and do all that stuff. So she's having a really good time. I'm loving being out here, and this is life. I mean, I feel like all the hard work that we've done and grinded for so long with YouTube and everything, it's like this is the culmination of all that, to have our own place in the middle of nowhere where no one drives by. It's in a beautiful mountain property. We've got cool features all around here. I can't wait to go up and take some pictures in the morning and send you all pictures from up on top of the ridge. And it's just nice. Like, this is what I was looking for, because Colorado never felt right. And the reason why was two reasons. One, it's so popular that it's all picked over. So all the good parcels have been taken. So if you're going to buy something for somebody else, you're going to pay a premium. And then number two, you're paying a premium because it's in Colorado. And so I thought, well, I like Arizona. I love the terrain, like absolutely love the terrain. I love all the Native American ruins. It's insane. There's not a lot of people out in this area where I'm at. I've got two wilderness areas really close nearby, and then I butt up to state land. Like, I'm like, the backside of my property goes to public land. I'm like, this is perfect, and the price was great, and so that's why I chose to be out here. And it's also good. I've got some friends in the neighborhood. My friends Chad and Lisa. There's another guy, Josh, who's really cool. And Happy Trails, Jason, Happy Trails over ambulance. He bought a place just north of here, and so he's going to be in the area. And then Phil's 30 minutes over away, well, about 35 minutes away. And so this is a good spot for me, and I can have good access up to the Pacific Northwest. I can be up in Oregon. I think I mapped it from here. It's like 8 hours from here, so I can be at the Oregon border. And so I've never been up there, and I want to check all those places out. And I'm excited to travel to new spots, because like I've spent the majority of my time in Southern Colorado. southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, southeast Utah, and a little bit of, let me turn this off, sorry, a little bit of northern Arizona. And I just feel like, yeah, I've kind of seen all that stuff. Like not seen it all, but I've got the feel of those areas. And so that's where coming out here is just like a new experience for me. Cause like I do like having bigger towns available to resupply in, like having Prescott and Flagstaff and Sedona and Cottonwood close. I mean, I can get everything I need there, and that's those are only like an hour away. Whereas in Colorado, a lot of the mountain towns are pretty small. It's hard to get stuff shipped up there. So you have to go into one of the bigger cities. So like you got to drive into Denver, Grand Junction, Durango, something like that. And if you're in the center part of the state, you might be looking at a 3 or 4 hour drive. So, being out here is really nice. So let's see, Christina Elliott, I'm Pacific Northwest Attic, planning on returning there, but that's cool. Yeah, I'd love to go up there. I've never been, so I'm really, really stoked. So, okay. Yeah. So let's see, you were asking about the Miro. So this is the cup that I got. This is, the pine cones that were trimmed like real or cut like real thin and laid in here in a rosin. And this is Kinetic Rhythms out of Salida. And they don't have a website or anything. I think they've got a Facebook page, but it's a guy who's done a bunch of different stuff in Salida. And apparently he started doing these a couple years ago. And this year he got them really dialed in. And so this is one of the styles of cups. And it's basically, you can put like warm or cold drinks in here and it's insulated so it'll keep them warm or cold. And I love it. I mean, it's a great cup. I bang this thing around like crazy. It shows zero wear and tear, which is pretty cool. So I was kind of concerned about that. I thought if I hit it, maybe like some of the stuff with the resin and everything like that would pop out, but it's been working great. So, but yeah, Kinetic Rhythms and Salida. And he does more than just glasses like that. He does he's got like tall glasses, like tumblers, tall boys, shot glasses, like martini glasses or margarita glasses. And then I think he's got some other stuff too, like some bigger stuff. But it's really cool. This cup though, just to give you a heads up on price point, this cup was $50, but it's handmade. So I'm like, yeah, it's worth it. It's one of a kind. And they all look different, like no two are the same. So I think that's what's kind of cool about it. So if somebody's asking what type of music I like, let's do. I love this question because I only listen to Buckethead. So that's every once in a while I'll throw in a little bit of I'll throw in a little bit of like Grateful Dead, or I also like Drive By Truckers, but I would say 99% of the time I'm listening to Buckethead. So, oh, what's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Housewarming bucks for CRCS check. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, this thing's awesome in here, and having the air conditioner is so sweet because we're having a little bit of a heat wave here in northern Arizona. So today the temperature around here got up to about 90 degrees, and 90 degrees, even if you're inside, it's still hot. Even if you're pushing air around and stuff like that. So having the air conditioner is so clutch, and having a battery that can push it is real nice. So it's like you kind of feel like you're cheating the system a little bit when you're out here with air conditioning and you're in the middle of nowhere and everything's comfortable and it's all good to go. But I kind of feel like I earned it too. I've done a lot of winter camping, years of winter camping, years of truck camping, and I could definitely tell you, like after last night and waking up this morning and being all rested, I was like, damn, I was so tired. And I think that's why I was getting grumpy towards the end of being, before I got this camper here. That and I wasn't feeling good before I had that tumor taken out. But after all I've been through, I mean, like I'm just gonna chill out and just relax. So, but it's a dry heat. Yeah, I know. It's 5 million degrees outside. Oh, that's all right. Just no humidity. It's all good. So, all right. Well, I've got one more little tour here. Our router is outside, and I don't have the battery really charging it that much, so it's probably going to go out soon. But for those that are just now tuning in, looking this way, this is all the way in the kitchen area, looking towards the bed, and that's a queen size bed right there. Underneath it, it's just a platform that goes across the whole way there. And it's just a big U-shaped bench seating all the way around. So if I wanted to make changes to it, it'd be real simple to pull that up. Looking back this way, this is the kitchen. And the sink right now goes to a gray water tank, which I'll put in here. It just has a hose that goes down. And then this is hardwired, the propane. We've got a propane tank on the front. This right here is my little utility closet. So we'll go in here. I'll flip on the light. Sorry, y'all. So there's that. And this is where the power system is. So it's the 1500 watt inverter along with 2 deep cycle batteries that power everything in here. So It's working out well. I love it. It's just so nice. It's so nice to have this. Here's looking back this way. So, all right, cool. Well, I'm gonna tune out or log off. I'm so exhausted. It's been a long couple days, and we're finally to the point where we can chill. I've got some great food, so we're gonna kick back and relax. But I just want to say thanks for everybody for tuning in. The next video that I have coming up is a 360 video of truck camping, and then we'll probably do a 360 video of this place, so that way y'all can get a feeling of what it's like to be in here. So. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Zach Me, thank you very much. Cool. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. But thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you all have a nice start to the weekend tomorrow. And I'll try to have that new video up by Saturday. So that way y'all can check it out. So have a great start to the weekend. Thanks. All right, see you. Let's get some dinner, girl.